is Sunday. I am up and at 'em this morning. Already been out with the dogs twice. They were whining in their crates. Finally got both of them crate trained. Well, Mini Pearl wasn't hard at all to get crate trained. But anyway, got Steely crate trained too. They got up at 3:30 this morning. Yeah, rude awakening. Dogs scratching and howling and whining, needing to go potty. So I got up at 3:30 and then I didn't go to bed till almost midnight. And then turned around and got up at 6:30. They were whining again. And it was Minnie that time. She needed to go potty. I've got to get in here and get breakfast cooked. I am cooked. I can see my brain's not functioning. I've even had coffee. But I gotta go get breakfast cooked. We're having sausage, cream cheese, crescent bake. Our new menu plan or meal plan is starting today. I always start them out on Sundays. So I'm gonna get in here and get that cooked. And I don't know why that horse is in the round pen out there. She is not supposed to be in there. I gotta go wake a kid up and make them get that horse out of there. Because I think there's something in there they're not supposed to have. Anyway, I'll see y'all when I get breakfast done. Alright, I got breakfast ready. Here's the sausage, cream cheese, crescent bake. My kids absolutely love this stuff. And yes, I made a mess again, frying up the sausage and stuff. And I do already have lunch in the crock pot. I just have 5 pieces of chicken in the crock pot on high with some Super Bird seasoning put on it for barbecue chicken sandwiches for lunch. Y'all, we are back from church. I've got the lunch already ready, and no, the sprinkles does not go on that. We just had those out for ice cream last night. Here's our hamburger buns, some barbecue sauce. I got more I'll have to get out because that's just like, yeah, that's not gonna last us. Mayonnaise, and I went ahead and shredded up my chicken. It was finished by the time we made it back home from church. So we're having barbecue chicken sandwiches, and I gotta get the chips out. So that's what we're having for lunch today. And then I'm probably gonna take myself a little bit of a nap because I did not sleep good last night. Okay, y'all, it is much later in the evening. I lay down and took myself about a couple of hour nap. I needed it so bad. Those crazy the puppy and the dog was up, like I said, all night, just keeping me awake. But I have got bacon in the oven cooking. I always cook my bacon in the oven. Keeps it from splattering on me and burning me. We're gonna have BLTs for supper tonight. That was what was on my meal plan for tonight. So that's what we're having. And look, let me show y'all. My first ripe tomato out of my garden this year. I'm so excited. So excited. And we do have some jalapeno peppers too. Caden already picked those. They're wilting on me really fast. We got to get them used. I just don't know a recipe. But I am fixing to do a little bit of a cook with me. This is a recipe that I just found on Pinterest. I was trying to find something that I could cook for dessert tonight that everybody could eat. So I'm just going to do a little cook with me. I'm making some Blondie Brownies. I'm going to put some sprinkles in them. I'm just kind of adding my own little stuff to it. And then I have a can of the strawberry icing, the Pillsbury icing. I think it's Pillsbury. I'm pretty sure it is. And I'm going to put that on top of them. So I'm going to add sprinkles and the strawberry icing on top of some Blondie Brownies. And if this recipe is good, I will leave it in the description box. But if it's nasty, no, I ain't even gonna bother with putting it down there. Alright, while my bacon's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and get my brownie recipe through together, and I will just voice over this because it's gonna get loud here in just a little bit. They're about to come back inside. They're outside right now. We actually got some rain. Praise the Lord, we needed it so bad. So let's get to cooking so I can get these done for supper. It's already 7:15, so we're having a late supper tonight. Alright, y'all, here is my recipe. This is 2 sticks of melted butter, and I just let it cool off a little bit. It said to keep it or to get it cool before you add your eggs and vanilla to it. And I'm right here reading the instructions, and I think it took a cup of brown sugar, and then yeah, it was a cup of brown sugar. And then I think it takes 3/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar. Y'all, these are so awesome. They're so good. But you just whisk together the 2 sticks of butter. I put 2 sticks, it called for 3/4 of a cup, but I just went ahead and added 2 sticks of butter. So there's a cup of brown sugar. And did I mention these were really good? I'm not supposed to have them, but I ate them anyway. They were so good. It's hard to cook 2 different meals when one person is on a restricted diet because of gluten. I mean, I can deal with some of the gluten issues that I have, so I just go ahead and eat what my family does because it makes it a whole lot easier on me. Alright, y'all, here goes my 3/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar, and yes, I forgot to add my vanilla when it told me to, but here I am just whisking all this, the butter and the sugars together. And then you have to add 2 room temperature eggs. I did not get my eggs to room temperature because I kind of did this last minute. But it worked out anyway. They turned out really good. Alright, just make sure you get that mixed really well. Then you add your 2 eggs to it. And I'm trying to keep everything from spilling on my stove here. Oh no, I'm a messy cook. I don't know how many times I've said that before. Yeah, add your 2 eggs and then you just whisk those in there. I'll be back in a minute. I'm throwing the eggs in the garbage can, or the eggshells in the garbage can. Then I had to wash my hands because I got egg whites all over me. We're just gonna whisk those bad boys in there. Alright, y'all, now comes I think it was 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm just trying to find my little cup measuring thing. I'm trying to reuse my stuff that I already had dirtied to keep me from having to wash so many dishes or load my dishwasher completely full. Yeah, just 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and here in just a minute you'll realize that, and I realized that I forgot to add my vanilla with my liquid ingredients. But I just went ahead and added it when I put my flour and stuff in there. It worked out fine. And there I go, adding my vanilla. We'll just wait a second here because I think it took 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, or the real vanilla. It doesn't really matter. I just use vanilla extract because that's what I had. The real vanilla is like really expensive. And it takes 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Y'all, the recipe calls for salt, but I used salted butter, so I did not add the salt to it. And I thought that it used baking soda, but it doesn't. I already had it set out, but it didn't call for baking soda. Here I am reusing my little teaspoon measuring thing again. And y'all, don't pay attention to the noise in the background on this voiceover because I'm sitting outside and the birds are happy and chirping this morning, so that's what you hear in the background. So yes, there goes a teaspoon of baking powder, and then you just whisk this up really well. Y'all, the whisk didn't work too well. All my flour kept getting stuck in my whisk, so I decided I would just fold this flour into my liquid ingredients, and it worked out well. You'll see it here in just a second. Okay, y'all, the recipe did not call for sprinkles, but I added sprinkles in for fun. My kids love sprinkles in their cookies or brownies or whatever dessert we're making. Sprinkles just adds that extra little touch. Alright, the recipe said to use a 9x13 pan lined with parchment paper and spray your parchment paper with cooking spray, and just kind of even it out in your pan. I struggled with this bit just a little. It was sticking to my full spatula thingy, but you cook it in the oven on 350 degrees for 28 to 30 minutes. Just pulled them out of the oven. This is what they look like, and I pulled them out of their pan. It said to do that on the instructions. They're really soft. It almost fell apart, or it did fall apart on me quite a bit right there. I got a big crack in it, but it's okay. We're still gonna eat it. And I gotta let it cool off quite a bit, and then put my strawberry icing on. So I'll pull this parchment paper down, so that way it can start cooling off. There is our brownies. Finally got them done. They're a little bit crispy. I think I may have cooked them a little too long, but that's what they look like. I don't know if you can see it. Hoping they'll taste good. We're gonna test it out here in just a minute. Alright, y'all, that's gonna be it for my video today. Those brownies were awesome. I'm gonna probably leave the I did the ingredients in a voiceover when I was making the brownies, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in my description box too. Y'all, you need to try them. They were really good. They were really moist. The edges got a little bit hard, but I think I cooked them just a little bit too long. So, depends on how your oven is. It says cook from 28 to 30 minutes. I ended up cooking them about 35 minutes. Usually my oven cooks better than that, but it's in desperate need of some cleaning. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you are new here and you like my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you join our YouTube family. And I am trying to get on schedule with posting 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. I like to take the weekends off because my husband's off work on the weekends, and we like to spend family time. We have rodeos, we have farm work to do, all that kind of good stuff. Gardening, my garden's starting to come in a little bit. It needs to be weeded really bad. It is overgrown so bad. We've been working a little bit here and there on that. Anyway, like I said, hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you join our YouTube family, and hit that like button if you like this video. And I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.